the up direction. And up direction, most of the market, either in US, in Europe, and also Asia, are looking up, for the month of October. That means, sell in May and October is already, happening. Even when in US, for everything, the tick of the world, the peak of what domain where you are, or domain where you are you expecting that growth to come as expected? If not, you need to also know how to work to position your portfolio to the industries and sectors and areas where you expect to work to see growth. But I believe that as we're entering the peak of any season, this is going to shape the market, essentially because price depends on earnings. And another numbers don't lie. When you see these numbers and they are consistent, it's a pointer that what's going to happen at the end of the day. That's why I see most of the market on the range band as we speak now, and some are missed. But I tell you that different factors are shaping the market. But even when oil price is heading for another weekly gain after experiencing a pullback the previous week, good news for that. But I'll tell you that because another ceasefire talk has started, started pushing for another ceasefire talk, and these are giving traders in oil market an edge toward those levels. We are seeing recovery, but still oscillating. But I believe that if the oil price remains relatively below $75 and stable, that will help the central bank of the world that are going into rate cut to continue, because that will also make the price of goods and services to remain in a southward direction. But for those countries that are oil producing, whatever that's happening in Middle East is a plus for them. Why they want issue that oil price can go higher and they can make money. But I believe that to balance everything as a trader investor, you don't stay in one sector and remain. You do what called sector rotation and portfolio rebalancing continually to be ahead of the market. That is the only way you can trade profitably and at the same time you smile back to market. But in all this, let's take away emotion in our trading. Most of us attach emotion. What matters in life that if you're able to take emotion and put stop loss because you're a trader, or unless you're a long-term investor, for traders like us, you need to always work with your stop loss and take away emotion, because cash is king or capital is king. Because without your capital, if the market is going up, you can't partake in it. But if you're able to manage your money by using stop loss to know when to cut loss and move to other sector or sector that will give you another to recoup your loss, that is the best way to go. Take emotion away, because I know this has also put many players in the market down, because they not only know when to buy, know when to sell. And also when you are greedy in the market, you are about to get your finger burned because you are greedy. Set a reasonable target that is achievable in terms of price appreciation, and it means it good because as you try to look at top to go to 100% return, that same market are giving you up to like 80-50%, also market can also take it away for. That's why you must set an achievable goal and also get in that direction, because your goal and what you want was to guide the kind of stocks you buy. These are very, very important that we should know as trader or investor. Yes, like I said today we're talking on numbers. Talking numbers means that we're going to look at earnings that we're going to, and also we're seeing earnings coming from different sectors. From the industrial goods, we have seen two now from CAP and also from Dangote cement. Also, why from the construction sector, we have seen the one that came from UPDC. Yes, eyes are still on Las Vegas. We have seen the one that came from the hotel, the service sector, and these hotel results are not looking bad at all. We saw the one that came from Transport Hotel, another one from Ikeja is a point down. But I think that numbers are coming from some consumer goods, service companies or manufacturing sector, especially those that came from Nigeria Brewery and and Guinness, because that these numbers are still also missed as we speak now. But you need to also apply with them. It tells you that the government policy is still having negative impact on this manufacturing sector because of what the exchange rate has continued to go up on the expense of what on the purchasing power of Nigeria, and also at the same time driving what imported inflation into the economy. These are things that as I said, monetary policy alone will not solve no problem of inflation. The hard time the physical and the two authority monetary come together and address issue. Insecurity is a major cost of what we're seeing today, and also policy somersault, and so lack of policy, what we call it, mismatch policy or police harness, harnessing the police together to give you, a direction. These are the things that we're lacking in this reform we're seeing in the economy. But let's leave that behind. But if you look at the way also the market is operating, if market here today is still heading towards almost today, yesterday we saw that index crossed again the 99 thousand mark. And why the capital the market capitalization also crossed the 60 trillion. It tells you that yes, we're seeing activity prices are going up, while new listed equity coming to the market, impacting the market cap, and also why we're seeing index looking up at for new prices of stock. And at the same time, the buying trades, which also reflecting the numbers we're seeing so far in Q1, Q2. Also, we're already seeing some few Q3 numbers, which is also important that as we're entering the month of November, portfolio reposition forward for the end of the year will continue. That's something that will drive the market going into the future. Yes, as mentioned, we're going to look at this earnings today. But before we go to the earnings, I want to quickly look at what is the market, state of the market. Let's look at market data as we speak now. Market opened early today in a marginal red. We want to see has market rebounded at this hour or this midday already. We'll look at the market data to tell us exactly what is happening in the market. Then from there, we'll take it up. If you look at, like I said, if you look at the market, the early morning and the early actually hour, market was marginally down. But as we speak now, I think the market has started looking up slightly again. If you look at the market data now, you can see that the market is doing 99,215.90, up by 25.95 basic point, represent about 0.02, not up to 1, but still that's come up again. But if you look at the market bread has continued to expand week to date. For the first read of the week to this hour, I've seen that the gainers in the market has remained higher than the losers. Why? Tells that people are taking position and they are seeing this number, as most of the number released so far beat expectation, while some remain missed. But to see most of this number today and also next week, as most companies is also be moving toward to meet the deadline, actually deadline for submission of a result, knowing that this is a quarter result, that is most of them are not doing entry dividend. Only few will expect that pay dividend in the month of in the third quarter result, which also will be discussing tomorrow at the Q&A section. But as we speak now, we're seeing that the market breadth is positive, and I mean that 19 gainers as we speak and 7 losers right away. We want to look at what is the stocks that are leading in the loser chart. We can see that that communication is leading by 9.10% down, trading at was 64.15 kobo. Cap at traded 12.3 million share as we speak. 12.3 million share as we speak. Zenith Bank is up by the volume trading up by 9.8 million share at 40 naira 15 kobo. This is the top gainers and losers for the day. Quickly go to before we go to the chart, let's look at let's start from the result that came from Dangote cement. You can see the result. This is profit after this loss and profit statement for the company is very, very important. Like I can see that there's group here, there is company here. We have 9 months, 3 months, and full year, and all is there. You need to also look at them. If you look at on this page, you can see that this is the year today. This is the year end for 2023. You can see it here. But on the strength of this figure we're seeing here, if you look at the group, looking at the top the one which is revenue, I see that Dangote going from 1.51 trillion naira to 2.56 trillion naira, which is good for me. Good one, almost up by another 1 trillion naira, which is also good if you look at the change there. But at the end of the day, you can see that cost of production has increased, expenses has doubled. If you look at it, you know that administrative expenses are also has increased. You can see from 74 or something billion to 145.6 billion on most administrative expenses alone. Why cost of selling and distribution expenses also in that direction? But for me, you can see that investors have to think twice. If cost of that is to reflect what is happening in the economy today. But other incomes also move from 16 point something billion to 37, but that will be able to take away. But also we can also see that impairment of financial assets also there was also an increase from 424 million to 690. You can see, but at the end of the day, if you look at the finance income, I would say that most of these companies they also trade and also what we are saying in physical, but not all. But finance company was still up. At the end of the day, if you look at the gain that recorded from gain on the net monetary position of the you can see that this is also not much to change. It was an great improvement from about 13 point, no, 13 point something billion to to 78.1 billion. For me, it's a good one. But at the end of the day, investors are interested in what in the bottom line, which is the profit after tax. If you look at this profit, I'll tell you that in all that happened, that it was just a flat number was seen from 277 no 55 billion to 279.1 billion. You can see that this shows you that yes, high cost of operation has also eaten up investors no no expectation. You can see that the earning per share stood at 16 naira 55 kobo against 16 naira 8 kobo. This tells you that in the industry, not results that from one results from BOA and that of WAPCO, but already BOA have notified the state of their board meeting and all other state of WAPCO results. But you can see what the price would be like if at this current price of Dangote cement and the price was seeing. But if you go also and look at the what we call the balance sheet, is still also strong. But what matters again is that look at what the cash flow of this company. You might not have that to look at other, but it's very, very important to look at the cash flow. What the cash flow of Dangote at this period group. Look at the same period in 2023, and you can see there's an improvement in their cash flow, which is good, not bad at all. You can see from 460.32 billion against it. It's an improvement. Cash flow, you need to know, but that if the company has liquidity that is running to meet expenses, that's why you must see what is the genetic problem. Most times you see that earnings is going up, cash flow is going down. You have to be very careful if that continues. Quick one, let's look at another company, but if there's no time, we might not finish. Or this also is from Airtel Africa. This own second quarter result because Airtel has much. If you look at the top line of Airtel and the bottom line, I see that yes, it's good that the company is coming out from a loss position, which is also important. What we expect from what from from MTN. Yes, don't forget that Airtel Africa is a dualistic company that not operate in different almost 12 different countries, including Nigeria. While MTN is dominated only in Nigeria here. South Africa, MTN, and Ghana is different from Nigeria. That's why I said you see that the policy direction here is really impacting negatively on them. But despite that, we also that Airtel moved from a loss position in 2023 to this position, but because of the violation in naira, I see that it also affected the earning pressure at the end of the day. Even when there's a change, in growth in bottom line, they saw that top line was up marginally, and also same bottom line turning from positive. Look at the number just declare. Looking at the figure, you can see now move from to 200 and let's say 2.6 $2.62 billion to 2.37. We can see that the top line is also slightly down, while the bottom line, which is the profit after tax, you can see that there up by what from a negative 13 million to what to that 13 million to 79 million as we speak. These are the things at this point. For that, we need to understand that as investors, we want to know what is happening in the stocks. Are you buying for dividend? Are you buying because of a dual listing? All we want to tell you, but we look at what is that dividend payout also in terms of feed compared to the price it's selling on the trade, almost at 2,200. We should also look at this. But for me, because it's not as detailed as that of other, because of this is foreign reporting pattern, you can see come down here and see the whole figure here. Fine, you can see it here. You can see the summary of their account here, on naira and also for what for dollar. You can see everything here. But I'll tell you that this number is still missed, not as good as expected. But good news that they are coming from a loss position to a positive position for the current financial year ended the second quarter half year ended the month of September. I believe that it's important to where they are also going. Also go further to see what is happening in UPDC. It tells you that this is a company that I think that the loss position of this company is gradually out from the board. You can see that the revenue was up by almost 33%, moving from 3.78 billion to 5 point one 5.03 billion. For me, it's a good one. For the top line is up. At the end of the day, look at the profit after tax, the profit for the period. Considering the cost that we're seeing these days, which we're not surprising that operating costs are moved from almost, you can see, from 200 and something million to 600. This, which is huge. And the tax provision they have made, cost of borrowing, yes, we saw that their net cost of finance, net cost of finance also drop. You can see that it's high here. We can see that it's not. You can see what we are seeing. If they are turn positive, this for, you can see that net cost of finance are from negative now to see that it's positive. Now for me, it's a good one also at the end of the day. Then if you look at the bottom line, which is very, very important to every trader or investor in the market, you need to understand what is happening in this market as we speak. At the end of the day, that will tell you what to do to know exactly, as investor, the next step you should take when it comes. But I see that for UPDC, this is a good number to start with. This number has been consistent for the past 3 quarters. We have seen first quarter top positive, second quarter the same thing, and this is at the end of the year we might see this company coming to a point where also they will be giving dividend to their shareholder at the end of the day. But if not, it's a pointer that the company is on the right direction to bounce back to what mine as a trader or investor in this company. Because knowing what is happening there is good for us, because it will help you to know exactly where you are standing, because it is your money and you must take advantage of whatever that is happening in the company to position to make more money at the end of the day. That is why we are here to guide and make what informed investment decision that will help us to stay in profit at the end of the day. It's very, very important. For seeing UPDC bouncing back, for me, it's a good one. And for those that are in position, you hold your position and see what the full year will look like. But already, like I said, most of the companies that have results recently were seeing a positive trend, and some of them also beat expectation. The next one here is UCAP. Sorry, CAP, not UCAP. Sorry for that. CAP, chemical analyte. You can see it here. That was seeing also tremendous improvement in that double-digit growth, which is good. You see that revenue for the month ended September moved from 15.26 billion to 23.65 billion, up by 55%. For me, this is good, and a good news for investors. You can see the market out there reacting to the results, which I showed you earlier as one of the top winners as we are discussing. That's also that finance income. I see how it also moved. These companies already know that, yes, not depending on their work, most of them are taking advantage of what their interest rate to also trade on the other instrument to support the bottom line of the company. Finance income has also improved. You can see it from 763.42 million to almost 1.12 billion. For me, it's a good one for the company. At the end of the day, look at the profit for the period. That 1.56 billion to 2.64 billion. 69% or 70% is a good one at the end of the day. While earning per share moved from 1 naira, and I think go to 3 naira to 3 naira 24 kobo. You can easily forecast, just like that one also that of also UPDC. We are seeing these numbers improving, very, very rapidly, or in a good direction, despite the economic situation. That most corporate Nigerians are doing well. Look at their figure. You can see that there's no reflection of what's happening. That if the economy and the policy of the government is in that direction, you see most of these companies doing more than this. But I believe that it's important to also for investors to see that you don't stay one direction, or rather you rotate your portfolio from one route to the other. Yes, finally look at because of our time, the result that came from Ikeja Hotel. Look at the figure that you can see that the revenue also have moved from 7.69 billion to 12.6 billion. You can see it here, 12.6 billion. For me, it's a good one. At the end of the day, you can see that other incomes was also part of what is impacted it. Look at other incomes again. That one is good. We move marginally, which is also good. For the cost of distribution and expense, you can see that it is high from 268.98 to almost 483 point what point 493.57 million, used for what, for cost of. You can see how the increment there is massive. At the end of the day, if you look at the operating profit from 1.6 to 3.21 billion, it's also a sign that this company is coming back. And also, the reflection of what is happening in the hospitality or service sector. You can see the result that came from transport, which I said earlier. This one is moving from for 587.35 million to 2 billion naira profit for those year to date. For me, it's a good one for Ikeja. Despite that they give a bonus that have enlarged their share capital, we are seeing that they are coming up in performance. So that means for those that are in this stock, also essaying to hold position, but also expect a good thing at the end of the year. The company is really expanding its operation. Yes, because of our time, we might not be looking into much from there. If I want to round up by going back to our chart to see what the market is doing like. Time is fast spent. And the market is already on another double top here. You can see it here for almost straight 5 days now. Market has remained in the green. Let's quickly look at it here before I call other chart, other indicators to also analyze. Let's take it from here to this point. You can see what is happening, that the market is on almost 5 days up trend. You can see it here. This is the hour where now market is still, buyers and sellers are still struggling. So that the money the market was down, you can see it up again. It's also flat now. The sellers have moved that to this level, not to this level. You can see it here for yourself. But the good news, like I said, that market is still what, in the uptrend. As far as we're seeing that if you are taking it from here, up, still in the uptrend. We're taking that up, still in the uptrend. When you take it this way, still in the uptrend. Then if you want to still come back here, okay, let me take it from this angle. Yes, after the correction here, we're taking it from here. As that the market is still also on the uptrend as we speak. You can see that market, after weakness, strength. After the market was down here, there was weakness. Market tried to go weakness and see no strength here, another weakness and see another strength again. You must understand it. That's why when I teach, how to identify weakness and the strength in the market, it's very, very important that you look at the candlestick and the sentiment and pattern in the market. Let's quickly call other indicators to see what the market doing. Is the momentum strong? As we move toward peak of any season next week. Let's look at our MACD, look at our money flow, and call up our moving average exponential, where we use what 8 as our C line. C line is very, very important. It serves as support and resistance at any given time. You can see also the trend here. I think that the market is above the T line. Strong. You can see the gap between the T line and the market. That is a strong market. Obviously, market has confirmed a positive uptrend here. Money flow, is in almost 56 right now on a day chart. You can see it's almost 56 as we speak now. Money flow trading. But if you look at it, what is happening on what on a 1 hour chart? See, market is strong, but money flow is looking at to 66 on but monthly is still positive. Then come back and see the market in 2 hours before call it a day. We can still look at other few stocks that are on the beginner start to see how long you look at. You go. Let's look at those that are in beginner start, especially a lot of livestock. You can see that on a 2 hour start, you can see that the market is still quite also strong. Within the money flow is within 77. Market is positive above the T line. For me, it's a good one for the market. Let me look at what's over time. Look at the livestock feed. What's the momentum behind livestock feeds? How long will that stock? Where the stock go? Let's look at it. Livestock feeds. Yes, and so you can go take away the. You can see quite. I remove the zoom. You can see that this. You can see that where it's coming from. After slowing down for 3 days and for 4 days, come below the T line. Now it's above the T line. In a quick volume, MACD set what to cut. Once MACD cross the blue or red one up, and money flow is feeding them. For me, it's a good one for the stock. Let's look at 1 hour chart for the stock. See on 1 hour chart, MACD has already crossed. It's a sign that something's happening there. Then we'll also look at the 4 hour chart for livestock. You can see MACD is still very, very strong. There's no cost for that. Let's remove the zoom for to get a full picture of it. You can see your MACD here, the way it's going here. You can see it here. Let's let's also go back to cap. Look at cap. Look at cap. See what cap is doing. See cap now 4-hour chart. You can take cap to 1-hour chart. You can see that 1-hour chart, yes, it has gone as well. It was now profit taking little. You can see that with 37 for 38. I saw it earlier. You can see it here. Money flow is also high at 99. You can see this 1-hour chart for the stock, because we did that, look at 1 hour, 2 hours, and other stuff to make our phone swing. As was not so good volume coming out at this point, on 2 hour chart for the stock also. Then for this chart, stock is also strong. As where the MACD is, sorry, where the candlestick is now. I thought as high as 38.50, but now 36 has come down. People are also taking profit on the stock right away. Then finally, look at the Veritas. Veritas Capital. Need to look at it there. All eyes are still on insurance result. That was okay. We have not seen insurance results so far. But what we have seen that good from that sector. Lot of you can see that the stock is also this a day chart. I see this hour now doing it as we close almost 169 doing 158. But I see that momentum on the 1 hour on the day chart trying to turn up the money flow. While we want to assume that it's also ascending up gradually from here. That means we might see a reversal very soon, especially as all eyes have the number and if the number beat expectation. On this note, I'll say thank you. That means already at my time to support my time. Used to almost just take it to almost taking a lot of time now today. Sorry for that. Yeah. Thank you. See you on Monday, and for others we'll meet up tomorrow at 12 noon. Bye.